Hello and welcome to week 2 of the Art of the Cocktail online cocktail competition. We have been sampling all of the wonderful drinks that have been sent in this week. We had 4 contestants this week that we're going to talk about in a minute. Right now, we're just enjoying the Tiki Taboo. We have lots of notes here because we had a lot to discuss. So we'll try and keep it brief, but 4 really great drinks this week. The first drink, the Underhill Sour. And this came in from Mike Case, lives in Victoria, mixing up home cocktails. So, what'd you guys think?
It was very citrusy,
Mm-hmm.
and quite sweet.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think we noticed that there were 2 drinks today that were quite citrusy.
Yeah, this one and the Tiki Taboo, which we're
Which
drinking
we're
right now.
sampling right now.
So if you like a little absinthe and a little citrus, it's one of the 2 drinks we had this week that had that quality.
It was a little sweet.
I think they're both very sweet.
Yeah.
And Taboo, being absinthe is often thought that you add sugar.
Yeah.
None of these drinks, except for the Tiki Taboo, which was very sweet and had simple syrup, never actually added any additional sugar we'd like to know. So they're really going after the flavor in these drinks. Do you want to jump in on the Tiki Taboo then? Because it's the obvious one to compare it to here.
Yeah. This we found to be quite a sort of a patio drink, a barbecue drink, something that you'd really enjoy during the summer months for sure. Between the 2 citrusy ones, I tended to choose this one over the other.
It was. I like the ice.
The
in
Taboo.
It too.
The
yeah,
Taboo, the Tiki
Yeah.
Taboo, yes.
Tiki Taboo.
The
Yes.
Tiki Taboo.
The ice was nice in it too. It kind of
Yes.
gave it a more subtle
And
citrus
the
flavor.
balance between citrus and the anisey flavor was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whilst the
there's a
other
couple
one's
things to
a
say.
little
They're both very good drinks.
Yeah.
They're with the Tiki Taboo. There's going to be an additional picture of what it should be served in a traditional tiki glass.
Yeah,
We didn't have that traditional tiki glass. We're going on the flavor here, not the looks. We did decorate it a little bit for the shot because that's what the instructions were here. If you're submitting in the future, the presentation is key, but we are judging on taste here, so don't get too wild on that. But yeah, this is a drink that calls for a lot of ingredients.
Yeah.
It had the 6 ingredients, one of which is the basil infused simple syrup.
Yeah.
Right.
So you do have to plan for the Tiki Taboo a little bit more. It's more work. It's a great cold patio drink.
Yeah. It definitely is.
You could drink these, but Tiki drinks are not for everyone. They are very sweet.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing about this. If you don't like really strong citrusy ones, then you probably enjoy trying the Underhill Sour a little bit more. Because there's a lot of citrus in this. There's 2 ounces of just the pineapple juice alone.
Right.
Okay. That's enough about the citrusy ones then, I think. Let's talk about the 2 other ones. Their second drink that we tried was the Variation.
Yes.
Now, you want to tackle this one?
I really liked it. I liked all the flavors and the aftertaste on your tongue. I thought was really, really good as well. It left a nice lingering taste.
Well, the 2 other drinks were quite similar in that they were a bit more sophisticated in the sense that they were drinks that you would sip.
Yes, these are definitely more sipping drinks.
More sipping drinks, so you'd have to take your time. The atmosphere would probably be more of a loungy type area, whilst the other 2 were more kind of patio style, barbecue style.
Yeah.
So 2 different kinds.
You'd really drink the Tiki Taboo and the other ones without thinking about it too much.
Exactly.
You could drink them just constantly, whereas the Variation sort of demands that you take a sip and enjoy it.
Right.
I found that it has a little bit of afterbite, which if you don't like a bite after you've had your flavor, you may not like the Variation.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's a taste that stayed with you, so you don't felt like you had to keep drinking it to keep experiencing that flavor.
Right.
There's definitely a bite. So let's talk about the last one, the Green Bison Martini.
Yeah.
This is a drink I think that really did a good service to focusing on the Taboo Absinthe, which was the point this week, so I really want to give them points for that.
Sure.
So very good, but if you like the Zubrovka flavor, you won't get that in this one.
Yeah. And again, it had that vermouthy flavor, which I confused between the 2. That had a really nice aftertaste.
Yeah, that's one of the things with this is the vermouth. That was a really nice little touch. Not very strong on the initial taste when we had it.
Yeah.
But once you've had the drink, you get the initial absinthe flavor, and as the absinthe fades, there's a little bit of vermouth. We all know it's just kind of like right in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
So nice. A very nice touch on that one to make the drink just linger. And again, that's why we kind of boiled down to the variation and the Green Bison Martini as our two winners this week. And again, great drinks this week.
Absolutely.
You know, 4 really strong contenders. We're really happy to be able to do competitions like this. So send us your things for next week.
In fact, next week's drink recipes involve Victoria Gin. So
and
send those through as soon as possible.
Look on the Facebook page. But let's announce this week's winner. Who would like the honors? Marianne?
This week's winner is Jeremy Schott.
Yes.
From Duncan.
From Duncan?
Yes.
With the variation.
Yes, we really liked it.
We really liked that one. We had to think about it, and as I said, there's lots of notes on our sheet here and a lot of discussion about that one. And I think it did boil down to having a drink that you can sip for a while, because the flavor was good, it was strong, you had the nice absinthe anise licorice flavor, stayed with you. You didn't need to keep drinking it, as we said. You could just enjoy it, and you could talk about it a little bit.
Exactly.
Have a discussion about something else, come back to the drink.
It's a very good conversation.